What do you do when people tell lies? What do you do when people are dishonest? What do you do when people lack integrity? And we live in a world where that happens all the time. And people share with me on a pretty regular basis that it makes them angry. That person lied to me. That person was dishonest. That person wasn't loyal. That person doesn't have integrity. And people get angry. Interesting, and I get that because I used to too. But I've got a different headspace now, and I love those people. Or rephrase, I love that they have revealed themselves. So if I think that somebody's honest or loyal or they're a great person and they do some shitty, crappy thing and it proves that they are dishonest, they tell a lie, they stole, they did something awful, I now know that. Before I didn't know it. So I'm thankful for that. And that's an interesting thing to be aware of. If you think that somebody is a certain kind of person and they're not, so they're tricking you, now you're untricked because now they have revealed themselves. Isn't that exciting? So now there comes a decision to be made. Because once, if somebody tricks me once, I now know that they can trick me. But if they trick me twice, is it possible that that's my fault? If somebody lies to me and I accept that, and then they lie to me again, now I have to accept that I have a liar in my life. That's just how life is. Isn't that awesome? I get to choose. So my inner circle, the people that I have around me, we get what we accept. I think that's a really important quote, isn't it? I get what I accept. I make it acceptable. So if somebody's rude to me, isn't loyal, doesn't have integrity, they lie to me, they steal from me, and I keep them in my life, then isn't that my challenge, my responsibility? Because that's who they are. If we think that we can, Rowie, why do people lie to me? Because they're a liar. Rowie, that person stole from me. Yes, because we now know they're a thief. That person was rude to me. Now we know that they're a rude person. And isn't that awesome? Because now we get to decide. If we have that person in our life, we have to accept that I've got a liar in my life or a cheat in my life or somebody that lacks integrity or somebody that steals. I have to accept that they are a thief, they are a liar. Or I get to choose not to have them in my life. And isn't that awesome? Now it becomes my responsibility. I can't say, you shouldn't lie, you shouldn't steal, you shouldn't do terrible things, because that's who they are. They get to choose who they are and what they do. I can't change other people. It's been suggested that neither can you. All we have control over is how we react or respond to those people. So we can react, get angry, annoyed and frustrated, or we can respond, which is, I'm really glad I found out that that person is a thief or a liar or a cheat, and now I get to choose not to have them in my life. Puppy dog Bentley! That's my gorgeous puppy dog, and that's one of the things I love about dogs. They're very honest. They don't try and trick you. They just are what they are, and that's why I usually prefer to have dogs in my life rather than humans, because humans I have no control over. I just can control how I respond or react to the way people treat me. So I can get angry, but there's a really interesting thing. If somebody's trying to make me angry, if somebody's trying to hurt me, if somebody's trying to upset me, and they do, then they get to win, and I don't like that. I want to be in control of my feelings. I want to be in control of my life. I want to be in control of the people that I have in my life. How about you? So if you've had some challenges with people, dishonest people, people who aren't loyal, people who are nasty, people who cheat, gossip, criticise, all the horrible things that people do, a couple of things there. Get a dog and love your dog so you don't have to have people in your life. Or if you have those people in your life, you just have to accept that that's who they are. So when they tell you something and they've lied to you before, now you know that they might be lying again. Now they might not, but they have revealed themselves as a liar. So just be aware that that person, whatever they're telling you, it may not be true. If somebody stole from you before and you still have them in your life, you might want to lock up your valuables when they're in your house, because they're the person that steals. And I'm putting a light-hearted spin on it for a reason, because we can get really bogged down in nastiness, criticism, gossip, people who tell lies, people who are awful. But we get to choose whether or not we have them in our life, and I think that's pretty cool. So either choose to accept the people, and we get what we accept. Isn't that awesome? If I accept poor behaviour, that's my challenge, not their challenge. If I don't accept poor behaviour and I don't have them in my life, then it's no longer a challenge, and isn't that fantastic? Last but not least, what if it's your family? What if it's your partner? What if it's somebody that's close to you, somebody that you think you should have in your life? And I was taught this literally taught this by a psychiatrist a very long time ago. They were a member at one of my health clubs, and the question was, Rowie, this person that's been nasty to you, criticised you, pulled you down, is not a nice person. If they were not your family, if that was not your partner, if that was not somebody you think you have to have in your life, would you have them in your life? And of course the answer is no. If a stranger treats you badly, you wouldn't invite them into your home. And the suggestion from the psychiatrist was this: Rowie, you shouldn't have horrible, nasty, terrible people in your life, regardless of who they are. Because is it possible that nasty, terrible, horrible people can infect your life, or if you allow them into your life, make your life negative? And then that would be your responsibility, not theirs. So I'm very privileged that I learnt that a very long time ago. I took that on board, and I don't want to have people in my inner circle who are nasty or criticise, who steal or lie, or that's just my choice. Now you get to choose, and isn't that awesome? So if you want to live your life to the max, choose the people that you have in your inner circle, and whatever you are accepting about them, you have to accept that you made it acceptable because you've allowed them to stay in your life. So live your life to the max, doing what you love to do every single day with the people that you love to do it with. Super duper doo, how are you? I love the people in my life, especially my puppy dogs. Woohoo!